Hey everybody, Conscious of Economics and Urban Farm Project. And for this video we're going to stare at my plants, and most of them are herbs. Lemongrass, because I live in the cold, high dry desert. Lemongrass does not grow outside. It would in the summer, but then it would die off in the winter. My ferny that I saved, I found it in a pot. The pot was like all broken. And then I've got my little fruit trees that I bought they're heirloom. Orange, lemon, lime. And then definitely my spider plant. And then I've got lemon verbena. And then that is, my brain just went away. Bacopa. And then over here I've got 3 little apple trees that I've started. And my rosemary and another lemongrass. And then over here where you can't see, I have my passion flower. Because passion flower has really good medicine, but the problem is other plants don't really like it because it's too passionate. Yes, it's too passionate. Alright, so I was woken up at 5:30 this morning by the Creator. And for the last 10 years, the Creator's been rein it back. So I've just really been working on a lot of this stuff completely and totally by myself. And I don't want people to take this in a bad way, but I'm not sure the blockages and people emotionally can deal with this information, nor do they have an education. And I also feel that in America, you may be able to read and write, but you may be illiterate. Okay? So we're dealing with a lot of other stuff. And please don't take any of this personally. Okay? I'm smarter than average. Always have been smarter than average. Then when I had brain cancer, my brain cracked, and then it seemed like I went from 130 IQ to over 200 just because of how my brain processes data. And even when I was early 20s, I went to this person who specialized in brains, and they said that my brain does what he called a 5-file cabinet brain activity, which means I can do whatever I want to do, and my brain is constantly filing through material and keeping the stuff that is needed, and not only that, but filing it. So I don't mean to belittle people or whatever else, but this information is serious. So I'm putting out 3 videos today. This one, there's going to be another one, the M1, and then there's going to be another one, BC. And people should really watch those. Information that I haven't talked about that, is going to affect who you think you've elected or whoever you think you're electing into office. And I would just really like to say that a president is elected to a corporation, not a sovereign nation. Okay? Just put that out there. Okay, so I'm going to tell you supernatural stories first. So starting in 2016, the spirit world decided it was going to start talking to me. And one of the signs they wanted me to look for was a heart, okay? Just a common heart. And it started when I was on this property, this startup property that I was building a food production for in Oregon for 4 or 5 months. You can go back and look through all the videos. It was insanity towards the end with the mountain lion killing our goats. And anyway, it was pretty crazy. But you can go back and look at all those videos that I put out from during that time frame. And we were playing cribbage. Lenny and me were playing cribbage. Lenny and I were playing cribbage. And the Six of Hearts kept showing up, showing up, showing up day after day, multiple hands, always, always, always. And he started finally saying, you know, like, this is mathematically impossible. Like, this is like, you know, and he was like an organic pH chemist. He's like, this is like mathematically completely, you know. And it was when they were really starting to talk to me about the Six of Hearts. I look at the Six of Hearts as, you know, you're in the right place. You're on the right path. The right place, the right time, on the right path. And so this is how they help me when I feel like, okay, things aren't moving along, things are not going well, what they ask me to do and carry out, that seems like it's received in a blocked way. Also monetary. You know, there has been a part of me that feels like monetarily that I may not be doing the right work because, you know, poverty, struggling in poverty, you know, never got the unemployment that was promised to me because, oh, my state gave $2 billion away of the state's COVID unemployment money. Yeah. So, been battling and battling and battling. Okay. But also staying true to myself, staying true to my belief system, staying true to the course, chop wood, carry water. In my case, dig holes and carry stones, right? That's what my radio show used to be called, carrying stones and digging holes and carrying stones. Because, you know, it's part of the process you have to hold to. Well, I have found since 2016 hearts everywhere. I walk up on hearts drawn onto sidewalks. I'll be led to a rock that is a perfect heart shape. I can look in the sky and sometimes see clouds that are in the heart shape. Like bracelets, hearts. I mean, like you couldn't even believe it. Like I'm sometimes so unbelievable about like how severe like the communications are or how intense it is. And like about 6 months ago, I got kind of, you know, pissy and was like, why isn't anyone getting this? Like, why can't I share any of this information with people? Like, I reached out to some of the top YouTube people, truthers, trying to show them and explain to them the BC, okay? And talk to them about the stuff that I know because nobody knows. Nobody knows. And nobody seems to care, but this is a very important thing. The other problem is that the only last social media channel that I'm on is YouTube. Like I've been banned from pretty much every other social media. And they ban my health and medical information and all that. They just remove it. I even put a video up about emotions and what they designate to different organs and your health systems. They took that down. Talking about your emotions. I mean, they have shadow banned me since 2008. My channel has been around since 2008. I think in the last 5 years, they've removed over 200 videos for medical misinformation. But anyway, I keep trying. And there's some stuff that I'm working on right now that I'm trying to keep under the fly because I have one last big, bold move. And I'm working on carrying that out now, so can't talk about it. So I just wanted to show you 6 months ago, I started getting this. And so I want to prove something to you. I ended up buying some at the thrift store. They had a whole bunch of, I was using plastic bags for the last 3 years to take my laundry to the laundry mat. And I decided I was going to finally get myself some laundry containers, except for they're so expensive at the store. So I had to wait for the thrift store. Well, I ended up buying 3 laundry containers at the thrift store. Well, when I got them home, because 6 months ago I was really pushing the creator. I was really like pissed. You know, why isn't this moving along faster? Why can't I get this work done? Because I just want to get this work done and move on. I just want to grow things. I just want to grow food. I just want to make medicine. That's it. I don't want to be left alone. So let's get this show on the road. So anyway, I got a laundry. I bought 3 of them. I got them home to wash them, and this is what it said on the bottom. Look, patience. Patience with a heart. Okay? So that tells me that it was divine. And who knows, somebody could have wrote it on there to remind themselves to have patience, but that heart is a dictator. That this laundry thing was always meant to be mine because it had to show up at a certain time. Like, do the math on that. And that the heart said, you're in the right place at the right time. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Patience. So for the last 6 months, the word patience, they keep saying patience, young grasshopper, patience, young grasshopper. Except for I'm not a young grasshopper. I'm going to be 55. I'm a middle-aged grasshopper. Moving into my mastery years. So that's what's been going on. Now, what happened is that a week ago, I went on this walk in the desert because, I saved Mr. Tuffy. He's a big guy. He was thrown out of a vehicle going through a canyon where I live. He hit the road 55 miles an hour, no credentials. And I had to chase him down in the Tules. And he was distressed. And so he has been living with me now for a month. This is a month now. And I've been integrating him and training him. And he's just a lovely creature. And the people did horrible things to him. Horrible things to him. And now he's living his best life ever. He's actually taken over the only chair I have in my living room, my recliner. He's taken it over, which is fine. I don't need to be sitting. I need to get work done. I got wood to chop. Like literally wood to chop. Okay, so a week ago, we drove over to an area where we could really walk through the desert quite a ways because he needs a pretty good walk and my old lady needs kind of a flatter surface, so we need a trail. She's 15 and hanging in there. We're going to have to start saving money so she can have the second giant tumor removal off her leg. Because nothing will kill these tumors because, they're mRNA vaccines that they've been giving the animals since, who knows when. She got the last one in 2016. And, it just shocks me how dumb people are. And, how sick our system is. Anyway, so we went up there. When we were getting back in the car, a friend of mine was with us. And I had to look 4 times, not a double take, but a quadruple take. And we don't even have trees big enough for an eagle, in our area. It's in the desert. Bald eagles are rare. Now, there are places not, like 3 or 4 hours away, like in the Sierra Nevadas, where they have bald eagles coming back. Even, bigger eagles than them, but not here, just not a thing. There's not really any food around here for them. And flying right over my car from north to south was this bald eagle. I was like, get the hell out of the car, get out of the car, oh my God, get out of the car, there's a bald eagle flying over the car, oh my God, I almost fell over. Got out, watched the bald eagle fly over. Because I follow the native ways, I had to see what it was going to mean. And basically what it meant was they were notifying me, the creator of the spirit world, the good spirits, the grandmothers, grandfathers, ancestors, that I have completed all of the work necessary for whatever is going to take place now. in the spirit world, done the work, held the line, and now the eagle is flying. So it's like a program. I developed a program in the spirit world, and it's delivering the program to the physical world in the south gate. And now the program will be uploaded into the physical world. And that I was to wait. Well, this morning I got woken up at 5:30 that I need to get up, that I need to get these things accomplished this morning. And I had to think about how I was going to present these videos. So it's game on, okay? Now, Tuesday, there was like this really crazy episode with a friend of mine. She came for a class. I do a structural class that rehabilitates physical structure using, calisthenics, some ballet, Pilates, and yoga. And it's amazing like how strong people get, and doesn't matter what age you are, it really can rehabilitate some serious stuff. Anyway, she ended up parking in the driveway. Then she lost her key in the house when she was leaving. Couldn't find the key for 5 hours. I couldn't get out. She didn't have another key. We had people drive her to the other student's house to try to find the key. We went through her clothing, everything. So she was stuck at my house in my driveway for 5 hours. We even called a tow truck, and tow truck couldn't get to us. We even called after 5 hours and canceled the tow truck, right, after waiting. Because they were going to have to come and get the car, drop the driveline, load it, take it back to her house, and then put the driveline back together. And then she was going to have to call to have another key made. Because she didn't have a spare key. And her phone was locked in the car, so she couldn't call anyone that she needed to call. So it became pretty apparent that the creator had her in lockdown with me. And then we ended up having a conversation about something she didn't really want to talk about. And then it all came to a head. And what she said to the divine was, if I'm supposed to do this, something she absolutely doesn't want to do, show me the key to the car. Well, within 10 minutes, she felt her hat and took her hat off, and the keys were in her hat. Like, not kidding. This is how this stuff works. And I'm like a chomp at the bit. I'm a get her done kind of girl. Like, I got work to do, I get it done. I'm not into patience. This world is so slow and lethargic, it blows my mind. And that you have to keep going over and over and over and over and over stuff is mind-boggling to me. But it just shows you like how dense we are. And anyone that you think is like, you think you're going to ascend, you think you're going to rapture, it's probably going to be more like a great harvest. You're going to be harvested off, okay? Because some people are just, like in the Hopis, Hopis have been through 4 human mass extinctions because people couldn't make the turn. People couldn't get right. And, we're headed for that. And the only one that's going to be able to save you is you. Okay, anyway, look for the next 2 videos, M1 and BC.